Hello, welcome to Project Management. We are the MIT 2011 batch and our group number is group number 15. We choose a topic, some tips for doing research. We got that topic from the How to Do Research book which is available at UCSC library. Before starting our topic, let's say what is project management and what is personal development is. Project management is the discipline of planning, organizing and managing resources to bring about the successful completion of specific project goals. In order to successfully do our final year project, it is very important to improve the personal development. Personal development encourage us to make responsible choices for our future. We choose some tips for doing research. Now let's see what is very important tips for doing research. The first thing is knowing about research tips helps to be a good researcher and to help us to go ahead with research. The main obstacle for research student is not knowing how to start research and also keep going. Another thing is never delay to start research. There is no auspicious time to start research work. The auspicious time is now. When we delay starting research, it will make delays in the research. Example, when we find literature regarding the research and read them and make notes of what we read. Be ready to change but not restart is another tip. When we start the project, vague ideas about the research will emerge. Another important tip is do not start again and again. If you want to change the project, consult with your supervisor. Never go back and restart the project you cannot see and end. Keep in touch with the development in the area is another tip. When we start to develop the research theory, do not forget that our research problem should be an interesting one to the others in the field. Another tip is persuade others to listen to you. Researchers should make others to listen to them. There are several ways for doing this. Example, one way to make others listen to you is for you to listen to them when they need you to. Be generous enough to spend some time for others too. Listen to criticism cheerfully is another tip. It is not easy to tolerate when others try to devalue our achievement. Sometimes a criticism can be a signal of future help. Another tip is listen to the others very carefully. To become a successful researcher and a supervisor, one should be a good listener. Another tip is keep your supervisor informed. Researchers are permitted to adapt and change their direction when required. However, when students shape up their approach, it is important that supervisor should be informed. Do not be prejudiced. It is another tips. Researchers should be unbiased. Example, assume that you want to do research to find whether there are ghosts. If you are pre-assume that there are no ghosts, you will not be doing an unbiased experiment. You always tend to find evidence for supporting your assumption rather than reality. Do not wait until the final year to write the thesis. It's another tip. Habit of writing will increase the quality of the final output. Do not necessarily look for positive result. If you can show that something does not happen, it is also research output. Talk to yourself is another tip. Before you presenting our ideas, talk to yourself. If you are genuinely satisfied, it is better to tell others. Another tip is never say that you have no time. We should be able to find time slot for our research work. Successful researcher may spend few hours for his research. We have to give priority to research. Devote time daily. The time devote is very much depend on the nature of our research and the way to do it. We have to talk with the colleagues who will encourage us to become interesting in the project. We must increase the time for the research. And the final tip is never wait for the good ideas, but begin with what you have. The important thing is not to look for the best path, but the ability to select the path and go ahead. Thank you.